This ain't entertainment. This is a move. This is prophecy with a pulse. A soundtrack for the remnant. We don't just make music. We speak fire from the corners of the city to the gates of the kingdom. From survival to revival, from chemo chairs to dry bones rising. Guerrillas Radio ain't just about beats. It's about power. Power to heal. Power to rise. Power to remember who we really are. We're street bred, spirit led, anointed with the oil of war and peace. We don't fold. We don't flinch. We go gangster on fear. We go holy on sickness. We go full of flames for the people of Yah. So if you're tired of dead religion, if you're done with fake healing, if your soul been searching for the real sound of heaven, you just tapped in. This is your Rellis. And this is the sound of faith on fire.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome back. What in the world? This thing is sitting so small. Let me do it this way. Yes, I'd like to welcome you all to Rooted in Hebrew. My name is Mike. Oh, I'm trying to get back on point, back with being more regular. I tell you, working 12 hours to 15 hours a day, whoo, that stuff can take a toll on you. It can take a toll on you. But let's just enjoy the day and try our best to be encouraged during this time of a shift that's going deeper. And I was just thinking yesterday, I'm working, moving about, hanging boxes and things of that nature. And I'm saying to myself, we're about to be tested. It seems like there's a test that's about to happen to this world. It was a whole lot of things I was, thinking about. And then just so happened, once I got back, I finished work, Truth Unedited came on and said, you are about to be tested. And I said, well, if this ain't something. Came right in and said it. So when I say this, brothers, when the Most High speaks to you, he speaks to all of us. Just reconfirm things. Brothers are speaking it. They're letting it be known. They're letting it be known. Yes, and there's a certain spirit in the air. And we ain't even talking about this, the demonic influences that has gotten a lot more heavier. A lot more heavier. This stuff is absolute real. Now I'm seeing brothers, sisters. I'm saying, they getting on there and they saying something about these portals. And the more they kept on talking about the portals, here come the cell phone. You got people out there doing tricks with the cell phone. Hey, this is a portal that I just opened up. And they're saying it like, they're okay with it. But then when you start to look at it, you start to understand it. I was looking at one clip and they said, everything in your, I ain't gonna say everything. They said all of your electronics devices has a black screen. I never thought about it. One thing I never did. I try to make it a practice. Well, I don't too much do it. I don't sleep with the TV on. And I do not like the cell phone being right there at my ear. That's just me. But when this individual came on, he said he was thinking about something. And that particular ad popped up on his phone. He said it was kind of eerie to him. And he thought nothing of it. You're like, all right. It just, like a freak of nature, call it that. But anyway, he went on and he said, it happened again. Now, more and more people start complaining that, hey, I was just thinking this here, and then I get this on my phone. Brothers and sisters, when you start to look at the book of Enoch, and then you start to look at what's happening right now, this stuff, it raises your eyebrow, at least mine's. This stuff, I mean, that was some months ago. When I was talking about the telephone, how we went from the home phone with a cord to cordless. We went to the cordless, then came in the wireless. And then from the wireless, let me stop back. I did that wrong. It went to the cordless phone, then it went to a beeper communications. Everybody had a beeper. Then it went from the beeper to the that brick phone, cell phone. And a few years down the line, everybody had a cell phone. The world was moving. The devil knew exactly what he needed to do in order to get into everybody's lives. Now, there's nothing that the world don't know about anyone who has a cell phone. And I'm talking about the brothers and sisters in Africa. They may have a government issue phone. That phone is enough information to keep track of people. Everything that you say and do, brothers, nowadays, is tracked. It is absolutely tracked. Shalom, shalom, Sister Van P. I'm glad you was able to make it in today. It's being tracked. Everything. But then at the same time, now let's not misunderstand this. It's a necessity at the same time. We needed to stay in contact with our family. Shalom, shalom, Brother Dave. I'm glad you was also able to make it in, brother. These are the things we got ourselves hemmed up. Of course, we need this communications now. Shalom, shalom, Sister Anita Williams. Welcome, sister, welcome. We need this communication to stay in contact with our family. And let me tell you something. That phone is connected to about everything in your life, including your bank account. Shalom, shalom, Brother Kenneth. I'm glad you was able to make it in, bro. This is the danger. This is what we are in. We are in this. And then on top of this, out of all of this communication, and then they're in your business, because I know you brothers and sisters remember, what was it? I think it was the early when they brought in the digital world and shut off the analog, where you had to go, if you did not have a digital television, you had to go purchase a black box like Walmart or something in order for your TV to work off of these digital channels. That right there started everything. And from there, it was off to the races. People started off with what? Dial-up. First it was dial-up. Then it went to DSL. And then they dropped that and they said, hey, we're calling it the internet. Then it went to 5G. Brothers, we got ourselves absolutely hemmed up over things that we knew or we thought is a necessity. You cannot just simply talk and have a conversation with your friends any longer. You cannot. There can be some personal information you talking. Hey, that phone is listening. It is nothing but I would say a two-way radio, but it's really a one-way. And it's to have things to work against you during this time of the end. You got governments doing this here, doing that there. You have what was it? Italy. They're talking about Italy just shut down due to all the protesting that's going on there. In London, oh, is that France? I think it's France. All of these things that's going on, to eventually, it seems, now I could be wrong, they're going to shut this thing down. Hey, turn it off. We don't want people to know what's going on over here. Because guess what? They have that capability of doing things to shut things off. We don't want this to be seen. We don't want this to be heard. But we want to continue to listen. This is brother, this is a very demonic system in which we live in. It was his brother Big Red. Oh, he can get into some things when it comes to technology and how far back technology was out then. Only for them to like put it on a hold and to bring it out now as if it's smack brand new. This stuff is not new. This stuff is not new. And the thing about it is this. When you're thinking you're talking personal, keeping things, and you working this way and you working that way, as long as you are on the internet, you're open up to any and everything. That's the danger. This is where we at. You get on the phone or a computer or whatever, you're talking to your doctor. He's letting you know, hey, we found this growth on you, and it appears to be cancerous. The world knows. They know how to market that. They know exactly how to market it from you. How much money they're going to get? Chemotherapy. What stage is this person in? That's the information the world has on that one individual. Now we're talking about billions. This is the very dangerous situation that we are in. Now, when the Most High said, if he did not cut short those days, I'm talking about the days of the tribulation, no flesh would survive. Brothers and sisters, I'm seeing that as a reality. This stuff is absolutely, it's boggling. It is absolutely boggling to see brothers and sisters. Well, let me take that lie back. Now, I see some camps and they still going back and forth with individuals and things of that nature. But other brothers, no, they pretty much sticking to the point. They're not trying to deviate from the message that they're receiving from the Most High. And they're letting it be known. These things are of serious concern. It deserves our attention. Not right now. This stuff is real. This stuff is absolutely real. And it's not to say that brothers and sisters need to be afraid. No. I'm not saying that at all. But we do need to be very conscious or concerned of our surroundings because people are snapping. I had just working with this guy today. And so he told me he had another job interview and he was happy and everything and all that. And matter of fact, he got the job. He did. Well, brothers, when you know an individual, you're pretty much going to dictate. You can pretty much estimate what that individual was going to do. I kind of figured that he was going to do this. So he told everybody, he got the job. Boom. He said he was going to leave Friday. I knew it was going to happen way before Friday. I did. And so, mind you, this individual, he's from Oklahoma. So he had to get back to the office to get his car, which his car is in Arkansas. So he was thinking he gonna drive the company truck back to the shop and get his car. They said, no, 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 no. You have to rent your car and leave that company truck there and come up on your own dime. He got highly offended. He said, why do I need to spend money to come back to the shop to get my car? He said, they said, it'll be okay if the job had ended, you drive it back, you had to get your car. He said, but the company said you quit. This man blew off. He went to a whole nother level. I'm like, man, calm it down. Calm it down. Is it gonna kill you to stay and work it until, I mean, they're allowing you to go drop some stuff off and come back. Why don't you just hold on to that and things of that? He did not. There was no reasoning, brothers. There was no reasoning at all. And this is where we are at. People are being very unreasonable due to more demon activity. Now, I'm starting to really take into consideration of it seems now, brothers, that there is a lot more demon activity. And these people talking about you can open up a portal over here. These people open up a portal, and then they about CERN. And what these people are doing, brothers and sisters, it is absolutely concerning. Because now, truthfully, you got to start making, not necessarily say making your exit plan, but you got to make a plan for your safety. And on top of it, when you're thinking your safety is a private conversation with you, your family, and everything else, no, it's not. It's not. It's not private. And they knew that the more information they have about you, the more avenues they can take against you. Now, at the same time, but hey, this is where reliance upon the Most High is going to really show itself upon us individually. That's what's going to happen. The Most High sees all of this. He sees all of it, of what they're hoping to do. And it do appear, and it does appear that they're winning. But at the same time, it was granted to the devil to wear out the saints. And we know these things. The Most High is just not going to leave us in the dark like that. That's one thing he's not going to do. But we have to go through the trials and tribulations and the reliance upon the Most High off the top. Off the top. Yes, this world is going to use things against you. They're going to use things against you. And then at the same time, whatever conversation that you may be having, brothers and sisters, it's like you got to dictate what you say on these devices. That was one particular movie. What was the name of that movie? I know you know it, Brother Dave, but the only thing I can do is explain the movie. I forgot what was the name of that movie. But anyway, it was these twin brothers. It was in one was in the army or working with the government or something, but unfortunately he had died. And then, but his twin brother, identical twin brother, the government came to him. Or did the government come to him? No, the government did not go to him. Somehow, this AI chose him and brought him in, and he was getting money. He had problems of paying his rent. Money was just coming out of the ATM and things of that nature. But this little AI chose other people to do his bidding. And so he was with this lady in some type of was it BMW or some type of truck anyway. But they was making all these different trips. And so he wanted to get out. He said, no. This AI set up for major military equipment, guns and everything, shipped to his house. And so when the police came, they looking for this guy here because he was not obedient to the AI who was giving him direction to do this here and to do that there. What was the name of that movie? I forgot the name of that movie. But anyway, if you look at that movie, iRobot, all of them dealt with AI. Yeah, at that time, brothers, we looked at that stuff as entertainment. Now we start looking at realism, and we seeing what's happening with us. Now, it's real. This is that shift. They're to say, hey, this has always been the plan. You cannot nowadays not get on the internet and somebody is talking about what ChatGPT has said, and especially concerning people of color. And now what these things are saying, they was asking the question, if you had a choice to come to life, what would you come? It was a question that was talking about like white or black. It said black. And I'm like, okay. So along with the tension that we have going on right now, you see, brothers, truthfully, this is just me. I seriously believe the beast and religion are this beast system, this country, and religion. I think it's the same entity. That's just me, because this stuff, the way they're pushing religion out there right now, ever since this shooting, the world is on a whole nother level. This country is on a level of making Christianity, how can I say it? I was great again. That's what I'm saying. Country and religion. A country using religion to make it great again. This is absolutely disturbing because it's only against a people. And the people that was the most they used against a people was us, people of color. People of color. And they literally thinking in their little bitty mind, we're going to bring back the good old days. Now, mind you, and I know a lot of you brothers and sisters have family sitting in Christendom. Sitting in Christendom, both of them, Christendom and Islam. Both work the slave trade. And yet and still, here we are, or at least family members, fighting to stay into something that has already disrespected you. But somehow, and brothers, when I say this, when the Most High said that the Hashatan has misled the entire inhabited earth, brothers, you can't help but stand back and say that is the absolute truth, because he has done that. When you can take a scripture and you still say, no, my belief is this and so on and so, when Paul said Israel is not done away with, when Yahushua said, woe to those that do not keep my father's law, which, and I'm going to use this word, which is written in the New Testament. But yet and still, those few words fall on a deaf ear. That's some powerful spell. And at times, brothers and sisters, we was up under that. And the Most High granted us a privilege of waking up. And we woke. We woke up to it. We woke up from it, rather. And then when brothers and sisters wake up from it, and then they start reading the scriptures for themselves and they understand the scriptures, now you're being taught by the Most High. What is it that a man can tell you going forth? Only thing he can do is continue to hold on to the lie and maintain the lie, because that's what the world is doing right now. They're getting people all hyped up on Christendom, Christians. But this is the thing, brothers. Now, can you imagine Christendom? Well, let me take that. Let me take that back, but they already did that. I just thought of. They're claiming they love, but when you do the history, no. The Pope put out a letter for slavery. The hands got blood on it. So what is it that you think that they're going to do? You can be a Christian, a black Christian. The world is going to show you just how far. They're going to show you just how far of a Christian they are. And it's going to happen. You can sit up and say, I'm a Christian, and they go be a Christian, and you go see how much. When the Most High said, I'm going to put enmity between you and her, that enmity is not going anywhere, brothers. It's going to remain. It's going, and it's here. And brother, I'm telling you, it's at the brim. It's at the brim. These people are about to do, they want to do something. A little 8-year-old boy was found hanging in the school. An 8-year-old boy in a school. Who did that? Now, what they're going to say? He self-deleted himself. The brothers in Mississippi. This is the nonsense, brothers. This is Christendom reloaded. This is what it is. It is absolutely reloaded, and they're showing their colors. They're showing that hate, that fears, and being guided politically. Could this be the Most High's doing? Of literally waking up his people to show exactly for the nation to show who they are. The Most High been saying this for thousands of years. Do not be like the nations. We all know this. We all know this. Now, it seems, it appears, and I never forget, Sister Kathy said this, it's like we got to go through some very hard times. It has to be very bad for our people to wake up, to see what's really going on. And if this is what it's going to take, so be it. It's going to, it have to happen. But this here, well, what, brothers? We just can't stand by. I ain't gonna say we just can't stand by. But to seeing these things, and hearing about these things, about our brothers being found hanging from trees, that's disturbing. In the world, no, they ain't putting nothing on it. They Christians. The Christians are showing themselves. They are showing themselves. This is what's happening. What is it going to take for family members to wake up? Oh, God is going to judge them. Brothers, what the devil, and like the Most High said, he has misled the entire inhabited earth. That's going to be a battle for some of our family members to let go. Islam and Christianity. But at the same time now, you're looking at that, what is that guy's name? Albert Pike letter. That letter, brothers and sisters, I read that. And that thing, whoo-wee, good night. This, it's something else. That Albert Pike letter and where we are at right now. Who, shalom, Sister Patya. I'm glad you was able to make it in, sis. This stuff, brothers, I just hope and pray, and I hope and pray that the brothers and sisters that are woke, the Most High woke us up at a time for us to, hey, talk to your family members and things of that nature. And that's what we do. Now you're seeing more and more brothers and sisters on the internet. And we're using the internet for the Most High's glory. We're letting people know who we are scripturally. And that's what we're supposed to do. Now, the internet, yeah, there's a dark side to it. There's a dark side to the internet. It is. And there is a side where you can, still use the internet and still preach and teach at the same time. But I seriously believe that those days are numbered. I seriously believe that. I think days are numbered for Chat GPT. Oh, it's throwing out too much truth that Christians do not want to hear. They do not want to hear this. They don't want to hear who we are and what the Most High said, what's going to happen. They don't want to hear that. But they want to hold on to that book. They calling it a Christian book. That is not a Christian book. Please show me a scripture, brothers, where Yahushua turned over and started being a Christian. Please show me. He went from Hebrew or Israel or Israelite to becoming a Christian. And if you really want to make a Christian upset, ask them that question. Oh boy, you about to get into a little battle now. They do not like it. But they think they have the authority over our book to change from Passover to Easter. They got their holidays, we have holy days. This is the thing that's very concerning, this awakening. Brothers, like I said about a month ago, this is not that time for us to be going back and forth with brothers and sisters over some personal things or whatever the situation may be. Maybe, it could be some serious thing. But this is that time where we have to really stay focused. We must fight to stay focused on what's really happening. This here talking about brothers, your job is a distraction, although it's a needed thing. As long as we are in captivity, it's a need. Because if you look at your job right now, and when this is what I think there are some days that are holy days for us for September on through October. But for the vast majority of us, when the scriptures say, hey, there should be no work done on this, and truthfully, for those that can make room for it, they make room for it. But this is where it calls for grace. The Most High knows exactly we are in captivity. These people are still, this country and other countries are still getting rich off of Jacobs. All of us that are working, they getting rich. They're getting rich by means of our captivity. And at the same time, what? They listening to your conversation. We have more and more demon activity. I mean, don't get me wrong now. There's a bright side to it. A lot more brothers and sisters are waking up. They're denouncing religion. They're waking up to who they are. I was just I was at work, and when I go to work, I take a speaker with me and I play my music and everything and all that. And just so happened, I like that the clip the brother do. Was it AI Bible? And so I was playing that, on the site. And one brother looked at me and said, "Mike, is that AI Bibles?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Would you know about that, bro?" He said, "No, bro, I'm woke." It was a good thing to hear because, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I said it was a good thing to hear. There's this Gentile on the job, and he played all the so-called hits. I'm talking about Tupac, NWA, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Ice Cube, all of it. And that's like, it's a lot of brothers there. And so, yeah. And so he playing all this, and man, they like, boom, they like. And one brother, he's telling me he has 2 daughters, been married to his wife since, he been with his wife since grade school. And so they kept talking about their relationships and things, calling their wives bees and everything. And so, I ain't gonna lie to you, brothers. I stepped up. I said, "Look here." I said, "Do y'all know what a bee is?" And one brother did. He said, "That's a female dog." I said, "Why would you call your girl, your wife, a dog, and you laying in the bed? What's the dog?" I said, "Don't y'all see what's happening here?" Now, don't get me wrong, brothers. I was playing my music, and the brother said, "Man, Mike, your music, man, it got me, got me relaxing things." There was something the brother said. And so, but once this guy started playing his stuff, oh no, it's like the devil came out. The devil was on the dance floor. But I came right back to these brothers and said, "Man, do you all see what's happening?" And one brother, I think that brother, he's about 30 years old. He said, "No, Mike, I understand everything you're saying. I understand everything you're saying." He said, "I never thought about, man, because he was, he dibble and dabble in the Bible. He knew about Abraham and how the Most High said, 'I will bless those that bless you, and I will curse those that curse you.'" I said, "You cursing your own sister, you cursing yourself." He said, "Man, I got to really work on that, because hey, if you've been accustomed to cursing and things, you're not gonna stop that overnight. You're not." But the fact that it was the brothers, they was pretty much receptive, and that's the beauty of it. And so now, although that we seeing all of these things that's happening in this world, there's some good that's coming out of it, brothers. And don't get me wrong, the Most High said, if he did not cut short those days, no flesh would survive. And that's not to put damper on no one. It's not. It's going to be a rough time. Technology, truthfully, brothers and sisters, it's working against us now. It's starting to make that turn. They brought it about to, what's the word, suck us in. Because, what? Telephone communications is a necessity. It is a necessity. They took a necessity and made it selfish. That's what they did. And the world is still doing it. You think this conversation, and this what I'm saying, that this is private? Ain't, brothers. There's nothing private about this stuff. Nothing. Back in the days, conversation like these could get a brother or a sister hemmed absolutely up till they're not breathing the next day. We've seen that. We've seen it. Majority of people of color that has been deleted has happened in this country and in Africa. The most are here and in Africa. If you think I'm joking, look it up. People that talked about unity. You even say you out of here. Back then. Now they got smooth with it. Well, I ain't gonna call it smooth. They just got more cunning with it. Very, very cunning. The devil wants to show himself. He wants to, Isaiah 14:14. He wants to be like the Most High. It's like he's fighting tooth and nail to get to that plateau. If he got to tell some old lies, more lies will be told. If he got to hem somebody up on some things just to get his point, somebody's going to get hemmed up. He's not trying to stop. He's not. What these brothers and sisters are saying during this time at the end, brothers, I had some brothers and sisters send me text or email and saying, Brother Mike, I'm feeling so-and-so, 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 demon activity and things. I can't sleep at night. Can you pray for me? Brothers and sisters, I ain't never had nothing like that in my life to be asked. This stuff is absolutely taking its toll on our brothers and sisters. And this is the reason why I say pray for your brothers and sisters, because we don't know what's going on with our brothers over here or over there. But when we pray for them, brothers, it's so much power in there's so much power in our voice. But we have to believe it. That's what we have to do. That's a absolutely, brothers. The day is going to come when you brothers and sisters are going to say something. It's going to happen right there and there. It's going to happen, and when that do happen, you're talking about a shift. Oh, please! You talking about a shift? You done got the devil out. You got the devil upset. That's what you done. And I don't think he gonna say, oh, that Negro is absolutely woke. He understands, or she understands, the power of her or his voice. They're understanding now. And brothers and sisters, I'm telling you, when I say pray for your brothers and sisters, you never know that voice or that command or that authority from that brother or that sister may save your life. This is why we need to pray for one another. This grudge and all that nonsense, no, brothers, you kick that, kick that stuff to the left. We have a very pressing issue right now. The Most High said, if those days for this tribulation that's on the world, that's going to come up on the world, was not cut short, no flesh will survive. That's cut and dry. That's how serious it is with the Most High. We woke, and we happy about that. But brothers, we have more tracks to make. We have more tracks. I seriously believe this, that technology It's going to take a back seat. Shalom, shalom, Sister Cynthia. I'm glad you was able to make it in, sis. I think that technology is going to start to take a back seat. But if it don't take a back seat, brothers and sisters, I'm going to say it this way. Israel is going to figure out a way to use it for the benefit of the people, not what the world do. The world do everything to get inside your business, to understand what you're doing, so that they can have their foot on your neck. That's it. To have their foot, to be inside where they can say, hey, we can use them here. Well, let's say this person like coffee. All right, we're gonna make sure we send a lot of commercials towards his way. Do we need to get into his life? Do we need to add some chemicals to the coffee to keep him or her to drink coffee? Because brothers and sisters, if you think that's as far-fetched, shoot, you better look into cigarettes. It's a chemical in that. It's a chemical in it to make people, to draw people back to buying cigarettes. And in some foods, so they can keep their sales up. Brothers, when they talk about certain medicines that can cause you to do this here or cause you to do that there, or have you thinking suicidal thoughts, that's a chemical. And what makes you think that they will not take that same chemical and use it as an weapon when they see or understand, hey, if you give this chemical, they're gonna start thinking suicidal. This world is the world that the Most High has been talking about for years. He was telling our forefathers, do not mingle with the nations. You're right, Sister Cynthia. Very devilish. Very devilish. Cunning. Dishonest. You name it, they did it. If it's a negative, post it to them. Stamp them in the forehead. That's how they gets down. If they see a person may have this disability, brothers, well, we can do it this way. We can do it this way. They know that there is a cure for HIV. There's a cure. And our brother, he did that. He proved that. He proved that. Brother Dr. Seabury, he proved it. Yeah, this is what you need to take out the body. But he was cutting into some money. He was cutting into their money. This is what they love. They love the power that comes with it. So now you coming into it. Let me just back up, because all we have to do is go back and look at the scribes and the Pharisees. It was not about money with Yahushua, and it was not about so much so-called money with the scribes and the Pharisees. It was all about attention. Who was getting that glory? And those scribes and the Pharisees, what did they do? No. This so-called Yahushua. No, we gotta deal with him. We got to deal with him. They knew they did. Because he, although he was healing and all this, he was telling the people, his family, hey, look here, don't go tell nobody. But what do? We get happy. We're not sick no more. We go tell one or two people. Those one or two, go tell 10 more. Then it go viral then. And that's how Yahushua was. The little small things he did went viral. Sister Cynthia, there's a whole lot. You're right. But the world feels that, hey, it's too many people on this planet Earth. My thing is this, you be the first to go. You so-called supposed to be elite. They're literally saying, they're cutting off the Most High's hand and saying, hey, there's not a lot of land for all these people on this planet Earth from their fleshly way of thinking. That's what they're saying. And so they moved into action. Some people need to be taken out. We got the jab. That's what's here now. And then they got so smart with it. We can lace it in the food. Brothers, when I say it appears that we are hemmed up without the Most High, yes, we are. We're absolutely hemmed up if we do not have the Most High. This is where we're standing at right now. Oh, they throw some salt and black pepper and some seasoning and everything on just to cover up whatever chemical they have laced up under it. And we ain't even, Sister Cynthia, we ain't even talking about the medicines. Or it may help you here, but trust and believe it's going to damage this over here. And so now when it damage this over here, all right, we got a medicine for that too. Because once it start working on this, it's going to damage this organ over here. You may become a BMW to the doctor, or a house, or a college fund for their child. This is captivity at its worst. This is what it is. And truthfully, brothers, some of this stuff is affecting brothers on that continent. The ones that may living on the outskirts, they living off the land. They're living off the land. It's us. And I'm talking about here. We, the ones who are outspoken, the ones who are standing up. This threat that they're seeing, it's not something of arrogance. That's one thing they're not seeing. They're not seeing the arrogance of this 14.3% of Negroes. But yet and still, the threat is real. They understand the scriptures. They understand these scriptures. And so now I don't care how much they call themselves a political party or whatever, trust and believe. The ones who's telling them what to do knows the scriptures. The ones who's telling them what to do know prophecy. They just trying to counteract it. That's all they trying to do. They've been fighting from day one, and now we got down to the nitty-gritty. The Most High has what? One, he rose his people up. He woke them up. And they're awakening. And when we woke, this is one thing the world has come to realize. We always had something about ourselves, even though we was part of Christendom. When we worship hard. When they lied to us and said, hey, don't worry about getting your riches on earth. You go to heaven, you'll be with Jesus. We believed hard. Oh my goodness. But when we woke up, and the Most High knew exactly who to wake up. We woke up, and we woke up like a roaring lion. Yes, we did. And still do. Still do. They can't hold on to that. They can't deal with that. They see this awakening as an absolute threat. That's what they're looking at. And they're making any and all type of plans to circumvent or at least try to halt this awakening. What? They're trying to get rid of the history. The only way they're going to do that, brothers, And they can't do it. They will have to shoot themselves in the foot. They will have to get rid of the Bible. They will have to get rid of it. That's what we are at. It ain't just slavery that we are in or we experience. It's the Bible. It got the prophecy. I don't care if they go in there and burn the Bible, and it's not going to stop that prophecy. But what they want to stop, the education. They want to stop the knowledge, which is not going to happen. This is what they want. Not getting it? They're going to get something. Trust and believe. They're going to get something. Something that they don't want. This is what they're going to get. These days, brothers, it's just like you cannot overemphasize the seriousness of it. Brothers, and the devil is using everything as a distraction. Any and everything, he's using it. Whether if he got to, you sitting at home unemployed and you woke, brother, you all knew I used to be on this, used to do a live near about every single day. Near about every single day. And the devil must have got tired of me. He said, put that Negro to work. But I ain't thinking about no 12 hours, no 15 and 20 hours in one day. You talking about being worn absolutely out. I was like a walking zombie. I was so tired, brothers. You talking about making some dumb mistakes. I mean, I'm like, man, I know. And then it just hit me. I said, look at man, y'all, you can keep this nonsense. Now, if y'all can't get this time and this here together, no, man. Because you ain't gonna wear me out. And once I spoke, then all other brothers and other workers, they spoke up the same. They started saying the same thing. They was wore out. But the devil don't care. If he sees that you are a threat, if Sister Cynthia was doing a live each and every day, trust and believe, he's going to find something to throw in front of her that may be a necessity. It may be a necessity, but it's more of a distraction. That's the devil for you. If he got to slow you down, he's trying his best to slow you down. But when he's trying to slow you down, brothers and sisters, all he's just said is, this person is getting stronger than me. They're not afraid of me like they used to be. And this is what's happening. That fear that we was entertaining many, many years ago, that fear, brother, is subsided. When the Most High woke us up, he woke us up now. He said, this here, you do this here, do that there. And yet the more we get into those laws, the stronger we become. The less fear you entertain. When you get into those laws, you don't entertain fear like you used to. Matter of fact, when you start really getting into this awakening, you don't watch TV like you used to. And you monitor things that you listen or watch on TV, because now you understand how much the world has its influence on individuals. You're starting to understand, wait a minute, this is predictive, sabotage. I was telling my mother, and I always said to her, she was like, oh no, I was talking about roots. I was talking about, there was two versions of it. There was a 2016 that was done. It's more graphic. And then at what was it, 77? I think it was 77. But anyway, my mother had the audacity to say, well, I don't watch that no more. No, I ain't, no. And then my mother said something about this guy was telling her that something behind the dashboard of her truck needed to be replaced because she was smelling antifreeze. And I knew what she was talking about. I knew what the guy was talking about. But my mother said, no, I'm gonna take it over here to this white guy and so and so, so and so, so and so. I was like, what? And the white guy was talking about $1,000 and some to do it, to take the dashboard off and change this particular part. The black guy said 300. But my mother didn't trust him. She in that generation. And so when I was noticing, every single day, my mother would turn on, what's this channel called? It's black and white movies, cowboy movies, Wells Fargo, all these shows. And that's what she's looking at. And I'm like, no wonder you feel the way you feel. And I said, and mama, she's a devout Christian. She's about, and it's a mixed congregation, more blacks. It used to be more whites, but it's more blacks now. And she's holding on to it. But brothers, when we start to see these things and we understand it, the one thing we have done, we have pulled back from the devil's eye. I mean, we still watch TV and things of that nature, but we watch it with a purpose. Because we understand the wiles of the devil. That's one thing we do understand. I tell you, this is my encouragement. I'm not going to say quit your job, brothers, but I am going to say this. Look at your job and see how much of a distraction it is. Look at it. Look at your job and see how much of a distraction it is. You will be absolutely blown. You just step back and look at some things and start. And don't get me wrong. Yeah, we got to feed our family. We got to keep a roof over our heads. That's how the system is set up. Because if you look at the life of Israel, the only time Israel was working for someone when they was disobedient to the Most High and they was in captivity. Outside of that, Israel was working for Israel. Period. They knew, hey, this feast here, they knew, all right, there's no work to be done. All of them knew this. That was not a problem. It's only a problem now. We just can't go into we can go to the jobs and let them know, hey, we need this day off and so and so, and then things that, let's just say religious reasons. Majority of jobs, like, you need how many days off? I said, well, we will give you eternity. That you'll get fired. But this is captivity. This is captivity. And captivity is it's full of distractions to keep you away from the Most High and from those laws. But the more you get into those laws, the more you start to understand captivity, the distractions, and you understand the strength that you have, because now you're paying more than the usual attention. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. Sister Cynthia, that level Sister, I mean, I believe that horse that is granted, that the rider or the horse that's granted to take peace away from the earth, I think he's been let loose. I seriously believe he has been let loose. And then you have this political people that's getting on here, and they voicing their opinions more and more and more and more. Who was it? Brother Dave said, talking about a little Gentile lady, they call the little child a nigger, and she gets millions of dollars. That right there should tell you something. That there should tell you something. They gonna come to a this is going to be bad. Oh, well, I ain't moving. It's bad, but but we maintain trust, faith in Most High, then we keep on moving. Because trust and believe, they think that everything will be copacetic with them. No, it's not. When you're talking about a nation that's going to be destroyed, brothers and sisters, like I said, I seriously believe that not only this nation, but religion will be destroyed. Period. That's just me, scripturally speaking. They are moving in a way with arrogance. They're used to the privilege of domination. And they're starting to to understand, hey, this is prophecy. And the more they start to look at these prophecy, brothers, instead of them humbling themselves, like the Most High said, he said he was willing to heal her, but she refused. Brothers and sisters, this is that refusal moment. This is that refusal moment that they are experiencing. They don't want to be healed. They see the prophecies. They don't want to believe them. They're choosing not to believe them. So now, brothers and sisters, if the Most High said, my people are destroyed due to a lack of knowledge, what makes you think that the world will not be destroyed due to a lack of knowledge? But on top of it, the thing about it is, you got brothers around here screaming knowledge. You think that they're going to escape it when they are listening to all the conversations that are happening with this awakening? And they got to be the brothers on the block, on the corner yelling and things of that nature. You got some just on the internet laying out scriptures, proving points. They're condemning themselves with their own equipment. They are literally condemning themselves with their own listening devices. That's what they're doing. I'm sorry, hold on, sis. Hold on. Let me do it this way, sis. There you go. Ooh, I don't know about, if anything, I don't know about that one, sis. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, sister, sitting here on that one, the beheading and thing. I don't know about that. But I do believe that in this time of the end, there's some information. I mean, I don't know. I won't even touch that one. But I believe that the Most High is going to make clearer a lot of, he's going to open up our minds and our hearts when it comes to certain scriptures in order for us to understand. Because like right now, what does it say? That's supposed to be, there's a 1,000-year reign. In order for you to have a 1,000-year reign, that what's going to start of the 1,000-year reign, you know, and things of that nature. The scripture also said we're going to be in the wilderness for 3.5 years. What's going to start? I know we will have we have this Exodus, and brother, the Exodus, and what they're doing, all this stuff is like hand in hand. This is like hand in hand, and there are so many scriptures. There's so many prophecies that's out there. You even got some Christians out there saying prophecies are happening left and right, and a servant as a witness to them. If you send a prophecy and yet and still you speaking about it, yeah, you got to hold to some knowledge. Now you got to start making some decisions. What do you want to do with it? What do you want to do with it? You got brothers out here preaching and teaching. The world is condemning themselves. Did not Yahushua said that this good news must be preached until the whole inhabited earth, and then the end will come? Well, as long as you have the internet, that seemed like, the world got itself hemmed up. The world got itself hemmed up. That's their communications that they brought about. Well, I ain't gonna say they, bro, but they took it from the brother who started the internet. And this is what happens. Brothers invent things, and the world steals it, and they make it sinister. They turn it into a sinister moment. That's what they did. I'm gonna give you a good point. When I was talking about Dr. Sebi, they got the medicine. They got the pill, brothers. You take this pill for HIV, it keeps you undetectable. Here. That's what it's supposed to do. That's what they say it does. So they know that there's a cure for it. But hey, in order to get billions off of it, hey, let's stretch it out. And that's what they did. They're stretching it out. That's sinister. We're not built that way. We're not built that way. This is the hate, brothers, that we are feeling. Now, we was on that mindset that they are on. We may blend in, but we're not. We're on the humanly side that they can't. They just flat out do not want to do it. They on that, we'll call it what it is, the devilish side. They're doing everything according to the devil's will. They loved the way they treated our forefathers during slavery. They loved it. Hanging from trees, birds, rodents eating off of their bodies. They even took pictures to show to show the world how proud they were to be there at that moment for a lynching. And now they calling themselves resurrecting that moment, those moments. And I'm gonna just say this, brothers. If you're traveling, brothers, stay on the highway, and sometimes you may have to travel out of your way to stay safe. And if you do find yourself pulled over, brothers, do not fall for this one, and you sisters, do not fall for this. If you know you ain't did anything, and the officer says to you, well, I'm gonna put you in handcuffs for your safety and for my safety. Brothers and sisters, don't fall for that. Do not fall for that. You stand back and say, look here, I will stand over here with my hands up, but I'm not going in no cuffs. I haven't did anything. You stand back, keep your hands up, or whatever the situation may be. I'm over here. Boom. But this is the thing that they're pushing out. For your safety and for my safety, it's best we, man, please. This is how sinister it's getting, brothers. What? This is how sinister it is. This is where we stand. And it's only against us, Israel. This awakening has ruffled the devil's feathers, highly irritating, and especially when you know your days are numbered. One thing I will say, brothers, in closing, is this. If we can say this, we can appreciate what the Most High has been saying for thousands of years to his people about the nations. We can appreciate it because we suffered from it. We suffered every bit of it. That's one thing that's one thing we have on our belts. It's the appreciation why the most High, he told Israel, he did not necessarily, well, he did give them a reason. But when they seen that the nation over there, they had a king, they wanted a king. And the Most High was like, are you joking me? So we can appreciate this now. That's one thing we can. We can. Shalom, shalom, Brother Robert. I'm glad we was able to make it in, brother. We can appreciate that now because we suffered. We danced in the middle of the street with the devil. You want to talk about devil activity? This Israel, this generation of Israel took blows from the devil. That's who we are. Shalom, shalom, Sister Angela. This is what we did. We took blows. We understand the gravity of mingling with the nation. We got put in the nations. We came up by means of these nations, shot down like cattle. We understand it. Yes, we come to appreciate who the Most High is and what he stands for. When he says this, we listen. Do we need to give a reason? No, we do not need to give a reason. If he said, oh, no, you don't want, don't do that. This is who we are. We came to appreciate, and the Most High said it. He stated it, that we will come to appreciate him. But brother, the sad thing about it is this. It took this generation, us. It took us, this generation of Israel, the Israelites, to end 400 years of captivity. Well, 400 years. And to suffer all of this for us to come to appreciate the Most High. That's what it took. Shalom, shalom, Brother Earl. I'm glad you made it in, brother. That's what it took. Truthfully, the Most High, he's appreciative of that because he said we was going to come and we want to appreciate that. We are those people. We are those people that came to appreciate what the Most High has been saying and what he has been doing for his people. Because he even stated it. I will not totally abandon my people Israel. And been totally abandoned. We had to be disciplined. Yes. Abandoned? No. Because truthfully, from all the tests and from this HIV plantation of a virus, we continue to maintain and trust and believe that was by the hands of the Most High. Any other nation is out of here. Any other nation that went through, I'm not even going to say half. Give them a portion of what we went through. That nation of people is wiped off the earth. But we stand. We stand. Not by our own might, by the grace of the Most High. That's how we stand. That's why we are standing right down to this very day and living in sin, troublesome times, and seeing this awakening from a grave-like activity to waking up to who you are. And who would have thought, brothers and sisters, when the most, you recall when the Most High told, not David, Daniel, he told him to seal it up until the time of the end. I don't care. You can read it all day long. Brothers and sisters, Deuteronomy chapter 28 how long has it been in the Bible? For a very long time. But you see, you understand the power of the Most High. If it's not meant for you to understand, you're not going to understand it till the Most High open you up. And he did. When he opened us up, oh my goodness, it was like the floodgates woke up. Oh, please. Yes, it did. That floodgate opened up, brothers and sisters, please. We was on a whole nother plateau. And we stepped to one plateau. Now we stepping up to another. Yeah, there's a climbing of Jacob. And that climbing, brothers, it's getting steep. And the world can't take it. Who was that? Yacoba did a live, I'd say a couple of years ago. I mean, I could be wrong, but he said, and when you start looking at the scriptures, like, because the scriptures did say that, this beast system is going to be partly strong and partly weak. And you start to understand, along with this Exodus that's at the door, at the threshold, you can understand it. You can see it now. You see it a whole lot better than you did years ago. Years ago, we were asleep, inactive. But now we woke. We're seeing what's happening. We're seeing the effects. When you see a person of color, like you said, a Black person or African American, being offended, it takes on a different meaning. It does. You going to get upset. You're going to get upset. Because now you know where this stems from. This hatred, brothers and sisters, is not going to end. The only way it's going to end when the Most High said it is done. And that's when Yahushua comes back. That's the only time it's going to end. Now, when that partly strong and partly weak system is up and running, I seriously believe that we will be back where we belong. That's when the healing for Israel will start. And the world will not have its grip on our land like they have right now. Because truthfully, a lot of us is waiting to the time for the time to come where the Most High said each man, woman, or whatever, will be going back to his or her own land. That's what we're looking at. Now, if you want to see a difference, if you want to see who really built a nation, you really want to see who really came up with the inventions, separate the races. Separate the races, then we're going to see how you get down. This is truthfully. This world is in a mad dash. Chat GPT seems it did a left-hand turn on them. They didn't want the history that it was putting out. So now it seems that they're trying to come up with something. I ain't gonna say sinister. I mean, you know how they do it. It's going to be sinister, but they got to do it in a way that make it pleasing to the people. So now they big up on the robots. They very big up on the robots. I think they understand it. That these people, us, Israel, no, these people are going to be leaving very soon. Jacob will no longer be in captivity. When Jacob is not no longer in captivity, somebody's money is going to start looking funny. Somebody's money is going to be looking funny. Black Wall Street. It is stated the dollar did not leave that community for one whole month. That dollar was circulated within that community for one whole month. What do you think will happen once we are in a land that belongs to us? You don't think they're thinking about that, brothers? You don't think that they're thinking about all the inventions that we came up with stuff and it was stolen. It was stolen. We know you're dumb as rocks. I think they know they're dumb as rocks. So yes, they got to put things in position. And for those, hey, when you fight in a war, hey, let's give it 50% over here and 50% over there. And it seems that's what they're doing. Now, we can't lose totally. If we lose, we're going to lose 50% over here and we're going to maintain 50% over here. That's the world. But the world still got to throw a big bark with no teeth. The world is barking, brothers. This nation is barking. Now, how are we going to get down with that, brothers? We must. It is an absolutely necessity that we maintain our faith in the Most High Yah off the top. Yeah, you know what, brother Earl? Hold on. Yes, that's how I'm looking at it too, brother. They just saying everything, and truthfully, brother Earl, this chat GPT could be saying everything just to get people upset. That's another way you can look at it too. Oh, well, as a matter of fact, this is in the Bible. And so they can be taking things out of the Bible and they could be shooting facts. But they know, hey, it's still gonna get them upset. That's that sinister. I totally agree with you on that, brother Earl. And I think it's only for a moment. That's just me. I think it's only for a moment. Hold on, sister. Let me do this. Let me tell you something, sister. On that beast system. This is just my encouragement. And I always said it. We need to be training ourselves to be self-sufficient. You know, all the trades, sewing, farming, stuff we use, you know, with our hands, brother, it seems like it's getting right back to it. It seems like it's running a circle. Because when you get hungry, you go be, oh, let me get some stuff, you know, because I mean, I don't have that thing on my forehead and on my right hand. All right, I got to do for myself. And then you start finding other people who are just like you, who don't have that stamp on their forehead. But the system is still wielding its power. And so when it gets down to that gets down to it, first they got to starve a people. Shalom, shalom, sister Zenobia. They got to starve people in order to lure them in. It would appear that they're going to do it that way. And they're trying their best to go global with this. Brothers, this beast system, it is absolutely moving, it's walking about. And we're going to be put to the test. We're going to make a decision just like Adam and Eve. We're going to make a decision just like the Israelites coming out of Egypt. We're going to make a decision. We're going to either show that we appreciate what the Most High has done for us from day one up to this awakening. We're going to have to appreciate his protection. The same predicament our forefather was put in, we are being put in that same position right down to this very day. We're going to have to make a decision. We're going to have to make a decision. Now you see more musicians explaining just how they sold their soul to the devil. And I'm talking about from blacks to white. They letting you know this is a demonic system to be in. You want to be in the front of the camera where you're getting millions and millions of dollars? The devil will give it to you. They just need your blood. They want you to be like Esau. That's what they want. They want you to be just like Esau. Get this a bowl of soup and just get on up and walk about your business. I'm going to see that you get everything else, but trust and believe, I'm going to ask for it back eventually. You have did what you done did. The moment I started to see wrinkles and starting to see you getting old, I got to move in then. I can't let you get too old. You're going to die off. That's the devil. That's the devil. Brothers, this is not that time. We're going to make a decision. Now is that time to resolve in your heart and your mind how you want to get down. Because it just may not be you that you thinking you're saving. You may not be just thinking about, saving yourself. It may be your whole entire family that may be dependent upon your faithfulness to the Most High. It may be your entire family. And that act of worship, loyalty to whomever you want to go, yes, it's going to involve not just only you. The Most High knows exactly what he's doing. Now, Brother Earl, yes, I do. I do that. I believe that the Most High is going to awaken his people. But then at the same time, I do believe, shalom, shalom, we got next. I seriously believe that some of us is going to make some piss poor decisions. Some of our people are going to make some piss poor decisions due to captivity. And they thinking that, hey, my life is good. I got a decent job. I got a house. I got 2 cars. And they're not looking at the big picture. They just looking at the flesh. And that flesh, what, brothers? It reeks corruption. Because that's what a lot of, I ain't gonna say a lot. I mean, that's what some are looking at. They're looking at yeah, there you go. I'm telling you, sis, it's going to be piss poor. Yes, it's going to be that. Because they're going to be looking at the flesh. I seriously believe that, brothers. The Most High said he's going to wake his people up. And that's what that's what I'm looking at. Whether it's going to be hard times, because what? When people are oppressed and things of that nature, and things get so hard, and you're not and the things that you may be accustomed to, you don't have no more. What they cutting into Section 8 now? This is the government. The government is cutting into Section 8. And so when now you're finding yourself, you know, you may be an older, retired, or whatever. Rent is never going down. It always goes up. You may see your mother, your father moving in with you because they can't afford it. And on top of medical conditions. Oh, now, wait, hold on. Let's think of now you're talking about, well, this is my mom, this is my dad. I gotta take care of them as much as I possibly can, but it's going to cut into your pockets. It's going to cut into your pocket. Now, but this is where the Most High comes in. I already told you. The leaves are for the curing of the nation. Oh, all of this is ringing a bell now. Now you start to look at these things. You start to look at them. Sister, let me tell you something about that rent going up. Ain't that stuff crazy? People around here losing their jobs and things of that nature, and rent still going up. You know, I'm riding around here in Texas. I'm seeing all these hotels coming up. And I'm like, why are they doing all these hotels? And then I'm looking at these little communities. In these communities, they have they got the little shopping areas and everything. I know who was that? Jacoby was talking about that 15-minute city. Brothers, I'm seeing that more and more here in Texas. I'm seeing that stuff more and more. They putting their stuff together. They know what they're doing. I was staying in a hotel last week. Those people live in the hotel. I'm like, wait a minute, wow. It was like a West Side reunion. Because when I came home, I would get off of work, everybody standing outside, smoking cigarettes, hanging out in the parking lot of a hotel. And I'm like, what is going on here? And here they go. Oh, no, the majority of the people, they live here. What? No, bro. I seriously believe, yes, the Most High is going to wake his people up. They're going to be woke up to a decision to make. And some go make it, or we're going to make it to the wilderness, only to get to the wilderness. And then once the dust has settled, once that power of knowing who you are, who has awakened you, once that kind of subside, they go, they go gradually work themselves right back to what their flesh is calling for. Because when it's all over said and done, brothers and sisters, it's going to be about that flesh. And it's going to be about what you want that flesh to live out, or whatever the situation may be. They turned it, man. I mean, you know what? Hey, that's what I was thinking now. I was thinking that the state paying it, yeah. Hold on. Man, let me tell you something. I didn't live too far. It was a bike ride, or we just walk. It didn't take us long to get to a family member. But nowadays, man, please, there's distance between family. Let me tell you something, brother, we got next. My cousin died. My cousin, we were the same age. He was like 2 days older than me. And we always kind of stayed in contact. They buried him back on the 19th. And just so happened today, my mother calls me and tell me my cousin Tyrone, he had died. The same day my cousin died. All of first cousins. I was like, wait a minute. Didn't anybody say anything about this? That's the distance, brothers. Because my first cousins, we all know one another. We do. I don't know their kids. Their kids don't know me. My son don't know his cousins. They don't know him. He don't know them. And this is across the board. This who we are. And so me and my cousin, we was talking, it's like, man, how did it get like this? How did it get this way? No, we wasn't like that, brother. We got next. We was not like that. We was not like that. And it's like family was like, look here, I'm gonna go and do my own thing. And see now, but when I heard that my cousin has died, and he was 45 years old. So I asked him, because he told me he was looking for a place to stay, he was homeless. And I said, what's going on with Maurice? That's his brother. Man, that dude started cursing up MFs and narrow lists. I don't deal with that so and so. Brothers, you want to talk about some hatred. This is what we contended with. This is what we contended with, bro. And Brother Earl, and this go back to your point. The Most High is going to wake us up, but brother, it's going to be by His love that He does this. But it's going to be upon our own hands that we go destroy ourselves. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be about this hatred, this self-hatred, this thing you got over here with your brother, your sister, your cousin. That's what's going to destroy you. It won't be the Most High. It will not. It's going to be obedience to the Most High. Yeah, that thing ain't going to hurt you. But this is what we got. This is what we contended with. I tell you, it seems to be impossible. It seems to not living. But the Most High knows exactly what He's going to do. He knows exactly how individuals are going to get down. He knows exactly when He wakes His people up, how all of them are going to be humbled. He knows it. Everybody gonna be humble then. If you live in a foul life, rainbow, or whatever you want to call it, you go straighten out. You go straighten out, straighten up. But like I said, once the dust has settled, right back to the same old. They're going to be right back to it. And that's the thing. And like I said, Brother Earl, individuals, are going to destroy themselves. It won't be the Most High. It will not be the Most High. And when I found out, my cousin, he was 45. He had what did they call it? Congestive heart failure. And I told him, I said, cuz, and he started to make fun of me. He said, your beard and everything all gray and everything. And he laughing at me like, I'm like, well, hold on now. I was like, pimp, both of your legs wrapped up tight to suck up this water. And you laughing at me? And I'm like, how? What part of this you don't understand? You're the one in need right now, bro. And, he kind of shoved it off and he's, oh, man, I'm just joking with you. I'm like, man, please. But anyway, I said, man, look here. This is what you need to do. I mean, a stationary bike, 15 minutes a day. My cousin, 45, but he was moving around like he was late 70s, 80s. He get in the car, he gone to sleep. At 45 years old. My cousin's legs are so big. Whoo, good night. Look like ham hocks. Ankles look like ham hock. I was like, good night, man. And he ain't by himself. He's not by himself. It's a lot of brothers and sisters walking around with their ankles hanging over the edge of their gym shoes. Brothers, this is the reason why I said this captivity is something else on us. It is. The things that we think we can eat. Now the world is showing us, you can't do it. The doctors tell you, hey, you need to leave that pork alone. You know what, brother, we got next. I seriously believe that too. I do. I believe that. And he knows exactly who he's dealing with. He know his people. And trust and believe, brother, when I say the apple has not it has not fallen away. Too far away from the tree. It fell in their lap. He knows exactly who he's dealing with. He knows it got to be a tribulation. It got to be something to put them in a very bad predicament. They're going to have to be some hard times. It's going to have to be. And this is doing to show his love for his people. This is how far he got to go. I know my people. I know my people. And now these particular people here, I got to bring some hard time upon them because they're not going to appreciate me unless they see some hard time. When they start seeing this hard time and they starting to see Christendom going to the left on them and they go feel all alone. Yes, this is when they're going to start yelling for me. This is when they're going to start looking for me. The Most High knows exactly what he needs to do in order to draw his people back. And yes, I believe that's what is going to happen to a T. Just talking to some of my family members, they so die hard this here and they die hard there. You would lay down scriptures in black and white. They still dumb as a doorknob. So yes, it's going to take that off the top. It's going to take the Most High, what he's going to do. And unfortunately, we're going to feel the residue of it. We're going to feel that residue. This is what the Most High has to bring in order to say, I woke my people up. I woke them up and I gave the call to my angels to gather all of my people back together. Can you, now, brothers, this is the thing. This is what I'm looking at. This is the time of calling. Now you start, we're literally seeing this generation of Israelites of these last demonic days coming back to the Most High. Never before in history have we been separated from the Most High this long. And to wake up and to appreciate this awakening coming from the Most High, yeah, we're those Israelites who came out of Egypt, crossed that sea, and we still continue to maintain our sovereignty towards the Most High. That's who we are. And we got to continue to maintain that same faithfulness to the Most High. Right up past that 3.5 years in the wilderness. This is what we must do. This is who we are. We done danced in the devil with the devil. Now we tired of dancing. Oh, let me take that lie back. We ain't tired of dancing with the devil, yes. We woke up. We see his laws. We understand the hardship. And then we start looking at these laws. Wait a minute, the Most High said this. And then, you know what? And we started to realize life is in those laws. And the more we understood that, the more we got into it. But when you start getting into those laws and you start living, when you start living, power comes to you. Yeah, that's what we did. We changed dance partners. That's what we did. We started dancing with the Most High, his rules and regulations. And the devil is feeling a certain kind of way. So be it. This who we are. And brothers and sisters, this is just my encouragement. Days are coming. And it's going to get down to the hours. It's going to get down to the minute. The day is going to come when the Most High said, it's enough. All right, you know what? Send out this call. Gather my people together. Wake all of them up. Like what you said, brother. We got next. When the Most High wakes up all of us, brother, I seriously believe that Exodus is like a few hours down the road. Because now you woke, you understand who you are, and it's blatant. You seeing what Christendom is really about. They have unveiled themselves. Brothers and sisters, why do you think they walk around with red on all the time? Why do you think they have the red carpet? They know exactly how they getting down and who they are from. That's who they know. This is how they getting down. This hardship, yeah. There's going to be an awakening out of that hardship. And when the Most High said it's time to go, oh yeah, you go see our people getting up and getting out of there. Because right now, truthfully, the ones who's taking the brunt and who's taking the blows for this right now is these Yahudims in the world. For whatever reason, and it's going to eventually show itself, because the Most High said, what has been done in the darkness shall come to the light. Trust and believe. They're going to let it be known, or we're going to realize what it is that pushes us so far, that pushes the world so far to keep us, or at least try to keep us in darkness. I tell you, this, brothers, and I'm telling you, the spiritual, the wicked spirit, that is, has intensified, brothers. It's at a higher level now. It is at a higher level. And we, brothers, we guys and sisters, we have to be on guard 24 hours a day. And I said 24. Because you got brothers out here, brothers and sisters getting attacked during the night. Some of them just scared to go to sleep. They're scared to go to sleep. They know what's going to happen. And especially if they're coming from some type of lifestyle that involved demons. Yeah, they got to go through that trial and tribulation of getting rid of that. They got to go through it. But eventually, if they continue to maintain their stance for the Most High, they're overcome. They're going to overcome. No, don't be scared to go to sleep, brother. Do not be scared to go to sleep. This is, brothers, this is the time where fear, I mean, you got to step over it now. I've been that way, brother. Oh, man, please. No. You missed the rapture on the 23rd? Yeah. Okay. I was watching, what's his name? Now we got next. What's the brother name, man? Teo, a couple of days ago, and I was looking at that. You know, I don't too much. That rapture. I don't even look at the movies and nothing like that. And I was like, man, get this dumb stuff up out of here. And so he was showing the video. And I'm like, all right, it was a busload of kids, Gentile. Now all of a sudden, they disappeared. And so he gets off the bus looking around. I'm like, now, what state would that in? My thing was this. Not one time they put it on the news saying there's a busload of kids missing. And get up out of here with that dumb stuff. Man, if they don't get up out of here with that, man, that rapture, the rapture always coming. Ain't nobody gone. Yeah, man, I mean, we got next. I seen that and I was like, man, okay. All righty. But truthfully, that should serve as a witness to the nation, and to especially sleeping Israelites. That right there should serve as a learning curve, but it doesn't. I tell you, when the Most High said that the devil has misled the entire inhabited earth, you got to ask yourself, what spell is he still using to keep our people sleep? But the Most High has reality. He has a great tribulation. For who? This great tribulation is not for Israel. Please understand that, scripturally speaking. It's not for Israel. This great tribulation is for the nation. This is what it's for. But Jacob is still in it because the Most High said Jacob would be saved out of it. So yeah, we gonna get a residue of that tribulation. We're gonna get a residue of the tribulation. But whatever residue that we get, whatever residue we're going to get, it's going to affect us a little bit. And it's going to waken up those sleeping Israelites. It's going to awaken them because they go Most High, because they feel in a certain way they never felt before. Satan's system got them comfortable, got us accustomed to some things. And the devil said, I'm taking it all back. That's what the devil is saying. I want my stuff back. You Section 8, you can't have it unless you do this. Disability, you ain't gonna get it unless you do this. You want a job? You can't get no job unless you do this. This is where we're standing at right now. They're putting it, brothers and sisters, this stuff is being put in place as we speak. This is what's happening. And now we got technology that's listening to our conversation. We have the beast system spreading its wings. We got a lot of things coming at us in all directions, brothers. That's what we have. A lot of things. And it do appear that we are right now in Jerusalem, surrounded with no way out. It do appear that way. But we all know that in 66 CE, the Romans, they just, disperse. And that opened up the way for those believing Israelites to get out of Jerusalem. That's what it is. Oh, yeah, we need that faith like Abraham. Things are going to come. They're going to come. And brothers, yes, we're going to see, truthfully, and I seriously believe before we get out of here, we're going to see some things. We're going to see some things. You're going to see some people fall to the left and to the right before you get up out of here. Shalom, shalom, Sister Kathy Jones. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sister, I'm glad I'm glad that you made it in, sis. He's going to show his power, sister. Yeah, that's one thing the Most High is going to do. I mean, and this is the thing, brother, sister, is this. We think everything that the Most High, he's showing this. All we said, and we like eyes wide open. Some of the things I tell you. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on, Sister Cynthia. What did they say? October 7th. Some guys are saying. But I tell you, okay. We need to stay on guard, truthfully, brothers. And when I say this, I said it to myself because Hitty was just telling me, she said, Mike, you don't do your lives like you used to do. And don't get me wrong, brothers and sisters, I recognize that too. And I looked at I know what my problem is. It's this job. 12 hours a day. Oh, I mean, 14. And then you get back. So truthfully, and then when I get back, it'd be like kind of late. I ain't gonna say late, but like 7 or whatever, 8 o'clock. And I'm saying in my mind, this may be a tad bit too late. But regardless, I mean, I'm gonna have to hop back on it. Period. Because the days are getting wicked is just not the word. Let's call it sinister. These days are getting they're sinister now. They don't care what the system don't care what it got to do to get its point across. I'm serious. This is a sinister system. This shift, you seen it, brothers, when Israel started talking about a shift, the world grabbed a hold to that word, and they've been going with it ever since. They've been going with it ever since. Brothers, these are they're going to be trials sometimes. I mean, that's in front of us. It's in front of us. But be about the Most High's business. Be found encouraging your brothers. Be found praying for your brothers. Be found in the Most High's. Whoo. All right, sister Kathy, you be safe out there, sis. Just be found in the Most High's grace, brothers. Don't let this do not allow the world to get you wrapped up in it. And then don't. It's a lot of stuff, brothers and sisters out there that gets us wrapped. And it's 9 times out of 10, it's that TV. It's that TV. It draws you into court shows, to drama. It just draws you in to keep you away from the bigger picture. The devil is trying his best to keep you away from those powers that the Most High said it's in you. If he can keep you occupied, he can keep you away from that. That's what he wants, and he's using it. Yeah, if the devil got to talk about himself and he using other people, hey, you got these musicians, like I was saying, they're explaining the music business and how people have sold themselves to the devil and how they did it, then the things they have to go through to see things play out. And then one guy said, hey man, he had to give up some family members. When I say give them up, we talking about deleted. That's the devil's den. And we seeing everything about the devil, he's showing himself. You cannot look at the music awards like you used to. Sister, let me tell you something. I'm sorry, so Aaron. You seeing some that's trying to, let's say, get down with us. And brothers and sisters, I'm going to say this now. I'm going to say this, and I'm saying it with a great deal of respect. Pray to the Most High for discernment. Not everyone is claiming to say, people are Israel and so and so, so and so, so and so. But just because they get up there and they say that, it does not necessarily that they're working towards that. If it means that they got to get inside your circle to find out what your circle is about, brothers and sisters, you pray on that, ask the Most High for discernment. And he's going to give it to you. He's going to give it to you. Just because they sell and say, oh no, so and so this and so and so that, and then you follow them. No, brother, I don't move that quick. No, Conflicted? Brother, let me tell you something. We got next. They just not conflicted. They've been infected. Get old and things of that nature. I mean, they're going to get old, but then at the same time, hey, but they get the nip tuck, pull their skin back, tighten it up, throw some makeup on. They look good, or at least they think they look good, but their body's still breaking down. That body's still breaking down. I tell you, brothers, stay on guard. Keep your guards up. The more we continue to deny the devil, the weaker he becomes. The more we get into those laws, brothers and sisters, the stronger we become. And that's where the Most High laid that strength. He laid that strength within those laws. He said we will come to appreciate it. This is where we are, brothers. Let's show the Most High that we appreciate it. Because trust and believe, we're going to need those powers that the Most High said that's within us. We're going to need them. We're going to need them. We're already seeing issues right now. We see a troubling pattern with the world. These brothers hanging from a tree, that's a pattern. That's trouble. That is trouble. All of those sisters in Houston, Texas, in the Bayou, whatever you want to call it. Come on with that now. What was it? I think they said it's 15 they found so far. And then the city don't want to claim that there's a serial killer. I mean, what is it going to take? These are the things. Brothers, I'm serious. This stuff is real. And see, you be looking at a number, it's like 15. 15 is a lot. Brothers hanging from a tree, that's a lot. I don't care if it's brothers, that's a lot. Just this year, I think we counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there was an 8-year-old, in school, found, hanging, an 8-year-old. Yes, the Most High go make it hard for this system. This tribulation that they're about to go through, yeah, that's gonna be the one that's the one we go yell out from rather. We want to yell out because now we feeling the pain. The system, the devil made a bargain. And some people are not, Israel is not going to bite. They don't want the beast system. You took all of this from me. You got the devil, all he did was play us. That's all he ever did. Now his plan days got real. This is his system. When he showed Yahusha everything about his system, things he said, you just do an act of worship and I will give you all of this. Yahusha knew that his decision was not just upon him. He could have got that stuff just for him. He could have had all of the glory of the earth just for him. He knew that his calling was for a bigger picture. And it's each and every last one of us on this live and outside of this live is what his decision was based upon. It was for your life. Now, imagine if he went that Yahusha went sideways. We don't even want to get down that way. We do not want to even think that way. He remained faithful so that we We got next, Sister Zenobia, Sister Cynthia, Sister Kathy, Sister Van P, Brother Dave, Brother Kenneth, that we have life. That's what his sacrifice did. His obedience did. That's what it accomplished. And that same scenario is about to play itself out right now, brothers and sisters. So you may be that one out of that family that just may save your family from your obedience, your faithfulness. I tell you, brothers, let us pray for our brothers and sisters. We need to constantly pray for your brothers over their finances. Pray for your brothers over any type of sickness. Pray for the rise of a nation, of a people that have been in captivity. Pray for your brother's strength, their gifts. Give glory to the Most High. Always think about your brothers. And brothers, don't get me wrong. At times it can be difficult because you may be having an issue with a brother or whatever situation may be. Fight to put up your guards to forgive. When I say put up your guards, I'm talking about fight against that flesh to feed into that grudge against your brother. Because that's one of the easiest things to do, because you have the devil that's in your ear and you got to fight to keep him out of it. This is where we at, brothers. We're at this moment for the Most High's glory. And we got to continue to live it. We got to continue to stand up with it. Along with this awakening, oh yes, brothers, that is absolutely a necessity. Stay firm with the Most High. This is where he's calling us to. The Most High woke us up. He woke us up first. Now here come everybody else. Why? So ask yourself this question: why did he wake you up first? You are on a mission. He deemed it necessary for you to be woke before others. Why? What gift do you have? Ask yourself that question. Pose that to the Most High. What is your calling? Let him answer you. Because he's seen something in you that he wants you to do. Brothers and sisters, you all be safe out there. And I mean safe. Be aware of your surroundings. People are not moving the way they used to move. People are snapping at the drop of a dime. That's what they're doing. We can't feed into the system of Satan any longer. We're seeing he's taking things back. And when he asks for these things back, brothers, even though you may have went out there and bought a car and worked your life and you got your money together, get him that car back. That's his. Everything about us in this system, brothers and sisters, is loaned out. The loan office is closing. Well, it's closing and it's opening. It's closing, but it's opening up for you to make a choice. Whether you want that system, you go take that mark, that choice is going to be left up to you individually. And brothers and sisters, please make that right decision. Choose life. And remember, there's life only with one creator. The devil can't give life, but the Most High can. Brothers and sisters, you all be safe out there. Until I'm hoping tomorrow, and it may be kind of, I ain't gonna say, when I say late, brothers, I view 7 o'clock. I mean, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I view that late, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to have another one for tomorrow so that we can continue to encourage one another as we see these days draw towards its end. But at the same time, do not let what we're going to see pull you back into fear. You're going to see these things, brothers. Demon activity, people falling on the left, people falling on the right. And it's all to put you back in fear, something that we may have got accustomed to. That's what the devil wants. That's his MO. And you brothers and sisters, be safe out there. Until tomorrow, y'all willing, shalom.